Welcome back to another mind-blowing edition of Interesting Facts from World War II. During World War II, the CIA took espionage to a whole new level by attempting to train cats as undercover agents. Surgically implanted listening devices and antennas turned these innocent creatures into potential secret agents. Now let's talk about dedication. Japanese soldier Hiro Onoda continued his fight on a remote Philippine island until 1974. Imagine not getting the memo that the war ended almost 30 years earlier. Surviving 42 assassination attempts is no small feat, but Adolf Hitler managed it during his time in power. Unbelievable, right? The leader of Nazi Germany defied the odds and held on. During the World War II, pigeons were not just birds, they were heroes. Carrier pigeons played a vital role, carrying crucial messages across enemy lines. One pigeon named Sher Ami, despite being shot and wounded, delivered a message that saved the lives of nearly 200 soldiers. A feathered warrior who defied the odds. Operation Mincemeat. It wasn't just a covert mission. It was a game changer in the war against Hitler. Imagine this, a corpse dressed as a high-ranking officer, adorned with top-secret documents. It's dropped into the sea, destined to wash up on the shores of Spain. Why? To make the Nazis believe a fabricated story, diverting their forces. But here's the kicker. Operation Mincemeat paved the way for the Allied invasion of Sicily, a crucial turning point in the war. So while Hitler's rise to power was a dark chapter in history, it's these lesser-known stories that remind us of his ultimate defeat. Operation Mincemeat is just one example of the incredible tactics that contributed to the Allies' triumph over tyranny. Did you know that the tiny Pacific island of Attu witnessed one of the bloodiest battles of the war? It's a story of valor and sacrifice that deserves to be heard. Attu, a remote island that became the stage for an epic clash during World War II. The Battle of Attu fought between American and Japanese forces was a brutal and pivotal moment in the Pacific theater. Amidst the harsh conditions and unforgiving terrain, incredible stories of individual bravery emerged. These are tales of soldiers facing adversity head-on, and their sacrifices should never be forgotten. Yet it's a chapter many overlook when discussing the war. Now let's talk about the Ghost Army. During the war, a unique unit known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, or the Ghost Army, was formed. Comprised of artists, designers, and sound engineers, their mission was to deceive the enemy by creating inflatable tanks, sound effects, and other illusions. They played a crucial role in distracting and confusing the German forces, helping the Allies gain the upper hand. Here's a fact that sounds straight out of a comic book: the Bat Bomb. In an attempt to set Japanese cities on fire, the United States developed a plan to strap tiny incendiary devices to bats and release them over target areas. The idea was that the bats would roost in buildings, and then the incendiaries would ignite, causing widespread fires. While the project was ultimately scrapped, it's a bizarre chapter in military history. The first bomb dropped on Berlin by the Allies during the World War II wasn't just about hitting strategic targets. It had a heartbreaking consequence that resonated far beyond the battlefield. Imagine this. In the tranquil Berlin Zoo, amidst the chaos of war, lived the city's only elephant. But when the bomb fell, it wasn't just buildings that crumbled. Tragically, amidst the rubble, the elephant met an untimely end. It's a poignant reminder that the impact of conflict reaches unexpected places, even a zoo. So the next time we hear about war, let's remember the silent victims too. Because in every conflict, there's more than meets the eye. Let's strive for a world where such tragedies are just history. Amidst the brutality of war, an unlikely friendship blossomed. Meet Wojtek, the bear who became a soldier. Adopted by Polish troops. Yes, you heard it right. A bear in the midst of soldiers, forming a bond that would defy all odds. Wojtek wasn't content being just a mascot. He actively participated in the war effort. You won't believe it, but he was trained to carry artillery shells, becoming a true soldier alongside his human comrades. His strength and loyalty knew no bounds. In the darkest times, Wojtek became a symbol of resilience. His presence lifted the spirits of the soldiers, offering a brief escape from the harsh realities of war. Imagine the morale boost seeing a bear in uniform could bring.
Moving on to the Eastern Front, the Soviet Union had a unique solution to the German tank threat: anti-tank dogs. Trained dogs were equipped with explosives and trained to run underneath enemy tanks, where a detonator would be triggered. However, the program had its challenges, with some dogs getting confused and returning to Soviet lines, resulting in unintended casualties. A strange but true aspect of wartime innovation. Did you know that weather played a role in military strategy during World War II? In an operation called Cherry Blossoms at Night, the Japanese attempted to use balloons armed with incendiary devices to start forest fires on the west coast of the United States. The idea was to create panic and divert resources. While the plan wasn't as successful as they hoped, it's a fascinating example of unconventional warfare. And there you have it, folks. Absolutely crazy and lesser-known facts about World War II that will leave you scratching your head. If you enjoyed this journey through history, give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments which facts surprised you the most. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow history buffs. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the incredible stories of our past. See you in the next video.